Today is Saturday, the 13th day of May 2023. I am George Wenner and I am here in the parish of St. George, the constituency of St. Peter, believe it or not. And I'm here at this iconic landmark in Antigua and Barbuda, the St. George's Anglican Church. And no, I am not here to worship. This is a Saturday. Worship services are on a Sunday at the St. George's Anglican Church. But the reason for my coming to Fitches Creek is to expose and to share with you the plight of the residents here in Fitches Creek. And so we will show you or share with you the plight of the residents here in Fitches Creek as it relates to the lack of water service by APUA. Stay tuned. Now it is important to note that APUA first installed pipe-borne water in the Fitches Creek community back in 2001, some 22 years ago. And the Fitches Creek community occupies an area of approximately 420 acres or approximately 0.67 square miles. Not a very large area. And what has happened in recent years is that it is observed that Fitches Creek community, whenever the water is on and the pressure comes on, there are multiple leaks throughout the community. At present, there are a minimum of 6 leaks in the community, and this happens with great frequency and regularity. Interestingly though, in neighboring communities, in Pickett's and in that new development in Peters, we are not seeing those leaks with that frequency as we're seeing in the Fitches Creek community. So it brings into question the integrity of the distribution system in Fitches Creek. Obviously it has been compromised, cannot take the pressure. And so we have a situation here, as we see here. This video shows water accumulating near the Camash's residence on St. George's Drive. Now when we trace the source of that leak, the water on St. George's Drive, it goes all the way back to a leak outside of the residence of the Senac, some 0.5, half a mile away. And so millions of gallons of water have been wasted in this leak. Here again, we see another leak here in front of the residence of the Labadies on North Hill Road. That's yet another leak, and the water is just wasting and running, flowing through the gutters and making its way down into the swamp. Wasted water when APUA is in this rationing program. There are thousands of homes across the island who are not receiving water, but whenever the water is turned on in the Fitches Creek community, these multiple leaks are springing up because of the pressure and the compromised water distribution system in Fitches Creek. Now APUA has been talking in recent times of installing pressure reducing valves, and that talk has been going on for months now, but no action. And during recent weeks, it is very common to see multiple leaks on the same day in the community springing up throughout the system. So obviously the pipe system that was laid some 22 years ago, it's severely compromised. Here we see yet another leak, a leak in front of the Wills residence on Fitches Creek Drive, and there's yet another leak on Ammon Drive in front of the Seaforth's residence. Multiple leaks going through the community, and so this is untenable. There's another leak near the corner of Fitches Creek Drive on Acacia Lane, and so as we go through the community, you will see a lot of leaks, and as we're saying, we're not seeing comparably the similar situation obtained in the neighboring community of Pickett's or in Painters, but in Fitches Creek. So obviously
that distribution system has been compromised, and we're calling on the APUA, the technicians, especially the Minister of the APUA, Melford Nicholas, to give consideration to installing the new polyurethane pipes that can withstand the high pressure to bring some relief to the residents in Fitches Creek. We know that the government does not look fondly upon the sitting MP, Minister Michael. We know what happened during the election campaign with Prime Minister Browne threatening to punch him in the mouth, or to punch him in the face, I should say. And so he is not looked upon favorably, and so the residents in Fitches Creek, who are taxpayers just like everyone else, are suffering, and they deserve better. And we're calling on the minister to make good by the citizens in Fitches Creek and resolve this issue. It is not just a Fitches Creek issue, it's a waste of scarce resources where millions of gallons of water is being lost. We have a situation where the Ivan Rajik's plant up at Barnacle Point is nearby. Fitches Creek is also close to the Crabs Peninsula, and they're suffering. They're one of the communities that are suffering the most, might I add, in this situation. So we're calling on APUA authorities again to resolve this matter, to bring some relief to the citizens and residents in Fitches Creek, and to ensure that they can have reliable, potable water that, they can be comfortable in their homes, knowing that when they turn their taps, they can receive water just like the rest of us throughout the country. Here we go. Water, water everywhere, but it only seems to be flowing in the gutters, in the roadway in Fitches Creek. We're calling on Minister Nicholas to do better by the residents of Fitches Creek and to bring this situation to an end. And we're asking for him to bring a quick remedy to this situation.
George Wenner reporting to you from Fitches Creek in the parish of St. George in the constituency of St. Peter for realnewsantigua.com.